Hey guys, it's been a while since I did any sort of a Criterion overview. I know I've done a few, but I picked up so many that it's hard to keep track of what I've got and what I don't have. I can tell you I've got quite a few I haven't watched. I'm going to be watching those. I've got some time off from work from, I think it's December 21st through January 2nd. So obviously you got a holiday sitting in there, or a couple of them. But then I've got quite a few days off from work and a couple weekends in there, and so I'm really going to have an opportunity to hopefully catch up on some of my Blu-ray and DVD watching, particularly on the Criterion Collection, because I really love a lot of these movies, and I haven't had an opportunity to watch all of them. So my overview, I'm going to start, I guess I'm going to start with Shelf 1. I've got to start somewhere and give you an overview of what I've got. And any one of these that anybody wants to see more of, kind of more in depth, or want to know more about it, or want a review of it, I'd be happy to do that. Of the ones I've seen, I can let you know if I've seen it, and you can ask me for a review, and I'd be happy to do that. If I haven't seen it, you can ask me for a review. In fact, just ask me for a review of anything you see that I'm showing you. If I haven't watched it yet, I will, and I'll do the review afterwards. So it may take me a little bit, but within a month or so, I should be able to do any review that you'd like. So just let me know in the comments below, as they say. I don't know if it's below always. It's not always below on mine, but I like the way Absolute Sublime 1 says in the comments below. So let's do that. Let's start out with, say, Shelf 1. It's really not Shelf 1, but I'm going to call it Shelf 1. It's really Shelf 3, but I'm going to call it Shelf 1 for the sake of this video, because I'm going to start from right to left. And logically, I would probably go the other way. But anyway, first one I've got is the Golden Age of Television. This is spy number 495, for those of you who keep track of this kind of stuff. Great stuff here. This is actually these are teleplays made from the in the 50s, and the stuff of legend. I mean, a lot of this stuff is really, there were kinescopes. These were live broadcasts that were done, and boy, you've really got some outstanding plays here that were done on television. Some top actors, Paul Newman for one, but there's lots of other ones in there as well. And this is just really great stuff. I'll give you a quick, I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of overview on this, but on any of them actually, but I'll give you a little bit, show you the inside. This one contains 3 discs, 1, 2, 3. Some cool backdrops, a big booklet, big thick booklet, which is pretty sweet. I love these Criterion booklets. There's a lot to. So for me, when I'm watching the video, I'll pause sometimes, read the booklet. Even when I'm not watching it, but I'm getting ready to watch it, like that night, I can read stuff about it. After I've watched it, I oftentimes will do that. So we'll go back and read it. So 495, the Golden Age of Television, 3-disc set. Got it from a trade with the Collector 1138. Cool guy, calls me sir. Anyway. Next up in Shelf 1, which is really Shelf 3, Dazed and Confused, Richard Linklater, great movie. It's about the graduating class of 1976. Those of you who remember it, this is spot on. This is 76. Dazed and Confused. Great, it's the end of the school year, the start of a new one, and just really good stuff here. Cool case. I have the DVD, not the Blu-ray, but I'm really happy with the DVD, so I have no reason to want to pick up the Blu-ray. I'm sure it's a little better picture and sound and so on, but for right now, I'm very happy with this copy of Dazed and Confused, and it is spy number 300. No. Well, I'll be damned if I can tell you what spy number it is. I can't read it very well. Oh, here it is. Sorry, 336. I couldn't read it on that one. 336. I can read it easy enough on there. So can you. Okay. Next. This one is out of print and hard to get. I got it for a pretty good price on eBay, which I usually do when I find out of print stuff. I usually try to look long and hard till I find it. This is the director approved, and it's Robert Altman, so that good stuff there. Shortcuts, great movie with a stellar cast here. Julianne Moore, Andy McDowell, just Ann Archer, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Chris Penn, not Sean Penn, Robert Downey Jr., Madeline Stowe, I think is gorgeous, Tim Robbins, Lily Tomlin, Tom Waits, Frances McDormand, I always want to say her name wrong, Peter Gallagher, like I said, Jack Lemmon, Buck Henry, just a huge cast. This one comes with the book. One comes with the book, one does not. These are stories by Raymond Carver, which was the basis for the book or for the movie, and this is a bunch of short stories in here. This is the one that's harder to get. It's out of print, but it's out of print. Period. This is just a harder one to find, and I really like this movie a lot. It's what's not to like? It's Robert Altman. Shortcuts. Okay, next up is one of my favorite Criterions, Bicycle Thieves. That's right, Bicycle Thieves by Vittorio De Sica. Spine number 374. What a beautiful movie, though. Another one that I'm not really, I'm happy with the DVD. I like the larger size of it. It's got a nice thick booklet in here. Got a couple of discs with it. Really like it. This is a very sad movie. And I'd be happy to give a review or anything else. But it essentially tells the story of a man in post World War II Italy whose family's whole existence is based on him getting a job, because jobs are really hard to come by. And the only way he can get a job is to have a bicycle, because it requires your own transportation. And not many people have cars, and so bicycles are a big mode of transport. On his first day on his brand new job, his bicycle is stolen. And the rest of the movie is devoted to he and his son trying to find out who took it and get it back. Bicycle Thieves. Great movie. Big heavy book here, or heavy one. This is one I wanted so bad. I mean, when I first found out it existed, I was obsessed with finding this for a good price, and I finally did. The thing goes for like $129. I don't remember exactly what I paid for it, but I can tell you it was nowhere near that. Nor was it even half that. I don't think I paid less than that. But I got it used, but it's as if it's new. Someone took as good care of it as I would. You've got a bunch of films here. Constant Forge, Opening Night, The Killing of a Chinese Bookie, A Woman Under the Influence, Faces, Shadows, and then a book down here. Pretty thick book on John Cassavetes. Constant Forge is great. That's like I did a review of that a while back. That is kind of an overview of John Cassavetes, but really great stuff here. It's got some color down in there. These things are funky colored. They're all like, I don't know, I guess kind of muted pastels, something like that, I guess I would say. And then the actual case has all that stuff down in it too. Really nice set. I've always liked Cassavetes as an actor, as a director, true auteur, as they say. Okay, continuing on with shelf number 1, which is release 3. Vampire by Theodore Dreyer. I've only watched part of it. Unfortunately, I try to watch it late at night because I think that's the best time to watch something like this. I was in bed watching it, and lights out type thing, perfect. But unfortunately, it moves a little slow. It's a vampire movie. A lot of like spooky scenes and spooky moods, and it's a really scary movie. But I haven't watched the whole thing yet. So anyway, it comes with a thick book about writing the screenplay and the actual screenplay. Then 2-disc DVD of Vampire. Pretty cool indeed. It's in German with optional English subtitles, by the way. And it's a 1932 movie, and it's spy number 437. My Own Private Idaho, filmed by Gus Van Sant. Not Van Zant, like the Leonard Skinner boys there. Anyway, spine number 277, I think. Yeah, 277. 2-disc. I got a lot of supplements on this one. This is interesting. River Phoenix and Keanu Reeves. In case you didn't recognize them, that's who those two are in the front. One is gay, one is not. And it's just a really fascinating story of their travels, their journey. Haunting tale of two street hustlers. Sensitive Narcoleptic. Yeah. The other one's A Wayward Son of the Mayor of Portland and the object of the narcoleptic's desires. It's pretty cool. It's I like it a lot. It's very visual. It's I don't know, just something about this movie I really liked. Again, I could do a more of an in-depth review if you care for it, but that's my own private Idaho. 2 big stars in that. Let's see, where are we at here? Okay, let's go. Okay, that doesn't count. That's not a Criterion. This one isn't the strangest one I've got, I think. Wonderful movie, but strange case. And yet, I don't know if somebody made this case. I never did figure out or how it came like this, but how thin that is. It's called The Ruling Class. Spine number 132, sorry. Peter O'Toole says he gives a tour de force performance. Well, he might have given one in Lawrence of Arabia. I watched that the other night. I'm not. But this is still a tour de force, I guess. It just doesn't make his career. He believes he's God. There he is on the cross. He gets over that. Now he believes he's Jack the Ripper. So and he's inherited a fortune. That's The Ruling Class. Interesting. A halo around that, in case you can. But that's The Ruling Class. Interesting movie. You know, it's pretty plain, but got an interesting. There's the clergyman there. There's a booklet with it. Yeah, Peter O'Toole. Peter O'Toole's a good actor, so he did a nice job in this. But the strangest one I've got because of the thinness of that book. So I think the only one I've got that's got that thin of a book. I said it was the leopard, and I guess it's the leopard. Well, I'll be damned. Chino Visconti's The Leopard. 235. This is the 3-disc set. That's right, 3-disc sets. This has got the American release on it. 161-minute American release. It's also got an Italian release. So you've got Burt Lancaster, who I think is wonderful. Everything he does, playing the lead, so he can speak English, obviously. And so there's a version with him speaking Italian, and one with him speaking English. Yeah, so disc 3 is the American version, disc 2 is the supplements, and then disc 1 is the actual Criterion movie. Yeah, fairly thin booklet with this one, but, you know, 3 discs are 3 discs, right? Okay, next is, what else we got in here? Oh, yeah. Tanner 88, another Robert Altman film. Written by Gary Trudeau. Pretty cool. It's a candidate running for president in 1988. 258 is a spine number. So he's got. It's interesting because he's on TV. He's actually on actual TV shows. It's like a soap opera that kind of got real. They got real life political players: Jesse Jackson, Bob Dole, Gary Hart, Ralph Nader, Kitty Dukakis, Gloria Steinem, among others. It's obviously a satire and a comedy. So, yeah, good stuff. Tanner 88. Always good to watch that in election year. It's not too far off. The River, filmed by Jean Renoir. Interesting. A British family and then a family from India. Kind of are together. 3 young women. Kind of follows them. 99 minutes. 1951 movie, beautiful color. 276 is the spine number on this. The River. Like that one. You don't see that one too often either, for whatever reason. Hard Boiled, great movie. This is John Woo, spine number 9. See if you can find him. You don't find too many that low. This is out of print. Yeah, Chow Yun-fat stars in it. The guy's a legit star. You know, he's probably the greatest star that China's got. It's in Cantonese. Great movie though. Violent, guns a-blazing. There's the DVD. There's a booklet with it as well. Yeah, that one's out of print. Tough to come by that one. Let's see. I got one more stack here, and then we'll move on to another shelf at another time.